We're now going to talk about what you can do weekly to develop your real estate auction business. Non-realtor related business, meaning businesses, corporations, small business owners, all have stuff to be sold at auction sale. Whether it's assets, primarily our job is to sell real estate, but they all have real estate and they need to unload it every now and then. Certainly you have a large group of investors out there who buy and sell real estate. This is probably one of the best sources of business, a foundation that you probably can develop. It's a weekly activity that you should be pursuing. Our program is not set up that you have to work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We're looking at 5 days a week, 20 days a month to be able to develop your business. You have a referral network. There's where you're going to be developing people who have real estate related items. Again, we talked about investors, we talked about people who mortgage companies, you're all talking about appraisers. Those are all people that you get into your referral network that can funnel leads to you about selling their properties. Related same field auctions. Same field auctions would be someone who's selling their estate, but don't realize they can also sell the real estate at the same time. As we've said earlier, real estate can be sold as is, where is, and if you've ever been into an estate property, when your family or someone else's, you generally know when people get older, they start letting the property run down. What traditional real estate agents do is tell them to fix the property up, paint it, take out the trash, do all this other type of thing, spend $4,000, $5,000, or $6,000, and then I can list your property. With the auction, we can sell the furnishings, the contents, whatever they had, and the house all in the same day without putting out any additional money on behalf of the estate. Do investor seminars where you invite people there to want to learn about buying and selling a real estate and talk to them about buying real estate at auction sale or selling real estate at auction. It's a good way to develop leads. Public speaking, speaking at garden clubs, business associations and places like that, business meetings, you can talk to them about the auction business. Charity events. Generally the auctioneer will go there and perform the bid calling for the group. While you're there as a real estate auction agent, you certainly can be talking to them about the potential of selling the property. If you got 200-300 people captured in a room right there, they're experiencing the auction itself. Lots of them never did know about selling real estate at auction. And buyer seminars. Every property that you sell, you can conduct a buyer seminar which will introduce buyers to buying at auction real estate. And at the same time, you can introduce them to selling their real estate at auction. Additional weekly habits that you can do to create business is training realtors at their office. Every week or every other week or once a month, all real estate agents must go into the office to get the latest information that's come out about the auction, about the real estate business. You can request 5 minutes of their time to be able to introduce the agents to the auction business. We certainly got a great presentation program for you to use. It's fun and it's exciting, and you can always develop leads. I've never done one without getting 2 or 3 leads in one auction out of doing the presentation. Signs on the property, public awareness. The signs themselves generate interest in people who potentially want to sell their property. Whether they're curious, you can certainly pique their curiosity is buying and also in selling. Prior client referrals. Lots of sales that we do nowadays are from people who are satisfied that told someone else, and they certainly are endorsements for when you want to sell somebody else and you say, well, call my friend Harry over here because I sold for him and he can tell you what the process was. REOs, if you don't know what REOs are, it is real estate owned by the bank. Real estate owned is the biggest thing going on right now. When you have a down economy, banks doing foreclosures end up with a big department, what they call a workout department, trying to unload real estate. And the only way they've been doing it is doing it by traditional method of selling, giving it to an agent to list. And if the agent doesn't sell in a quick enough time, the FDIC comes in and tells them that they need to unload the property. You can be there to introduce them to your business and tell them that you can handle it for them from A to Z. Business opportunities. A big business and growing business is selling a running business or an operating business. I'm sure you've seen business brokers who advertise, buy this restaurant or buy this franchise or, go into the mail order business. This can be sold at auction also. It's not an untold thing. It's like an intangible. Selling a going business is a big thing in today's market. Mailing program, mailing out to various people, introducing them or reminding them that you're in the auction business is a great help in helping you determine who your next client is going to be. Additional activities to get business. on a monthly basis. You can do press releases. Every property that you sell, you want to create a press release and send out various events. Whatever you get involved in the property that has some uniqueness about it, you certainly want to send out a press release showing that you're an expert in selling property at auction. Relocation referrals. There are numerous companies throughout the country that buy houses for corporations because they promised to get them sold in a certain period of time and it didn't happen. Or the person's being transferred by the corporation to another part of the country and they need their property sold quickly. That's where you would get the referrals for relocation referrals. Guaranteed sales. Today, new home builders need to sell their homes. They get plenty of buyers, however the buyers can't move into their new home until they have sold their old home. Dealing with the builder, you can say to them, guarantee the buyer that you're going to be able to sell their home and we'll take it to auction for them. It's a win-win situation. The buyer gets his house sold, the builder gets his house sold. Sponsor events. Events being anything that has to do related to real estate. You will go there and participate and help them understand about the auction business. Do trade shows. Lots of real estate associations and related functions such as investor seminars, investors associations have trade shows. You will go there like mortgage bankers, mortgage brokers, where all the lenders go and talk to them and introduce your company and yourself to them to be able to be their resource for selling property that they may not be able to sell very quickly. Educational events. You will conduct educational events at various trade shows or at national association shows related to real estate, telling them about the auction business and helping them get their continual education. You'll find the Multiple Listing Service, or MLS, to be a goldmine for finding auction candidates for your business. Perform MLS searches from anywhere via the internet. You will look for property that has been on the market for at least 90 days, houses that are, say, they're vacant and or out-of-town owners, sellers needing a quick closing, property inspections uncovered problems, defaulted contracts, listing is about to expire, property that appears to be in poor condition, handyman special. Prices have been reduced once, sellers are reluctant to have open houses, houses need to be sold as is, sellers need to move on. In the remarks section, you will see lots of marks that will focus you on that this property needs to be sold quickly. Real estate situations like this will benefit from the auction method. An auction will refocus attention on the property and attract numerous buyers. This creates a competitive bidding situation. Results in a no contingency contract which has a specific closing date.